Have you ever found yourself wondering why some men are irresistibly drawn to kissing their partner's most intimate areas? Is it merely a physical craving, a primal desire ignited by the senses, or does it tap into something deeper, more emotionally profound? The truth is that this act, often referred to in a poetic or seductive manner, transcends the physical. It represents trust, connection, and an unspoken language of intimacy that words fail to capture. From a biological standpoint, the appeal might seem straightforward. Sensitive areas are brimming with nerve endings that respond powerfully to touch and stimulation. But there's more. What makes a man lean in, overcome taboos, and savor the essence of their lover is an intricate dance of emotions, culture, and human instinct. Yet society doesn't make it easy to embrace such desires openly. Whispers of what's normal or acceptable create barriers that many couples struggle to overcome. This video is here to break those walls down, to guide you through the science, the emotions, and the transformative potential of this intimate act. We promise to explore this topic from every angle, scientific, psychological, and personal, revealing why it can be so alluring and why embracing it might just redefine the intimacy in your relationship. Along the way, we'll share stories of couples who dared to step outside their comfort zones and found new ways to connect. As we dive deeper into this often misunderstood aspect of love, remember that it's okay to feel curious, even hesitant. True intimacy begins with understanding, and by the end of this journey, you'll have insights that not only satisfy your curiosity, but also inspire action. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial, as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let's get started. When it comes to the art of pleasure, there's an undeniable allure in the power of touch, taste, and sensation. Among these, the tongue holds a unique place. A versatile muscle, it is not only adept at expressing love through words, but also at evoking deep physical and emotional reactions when used on the body. Scientifically speaking, the tongue's textured surface, lined with taste buds and nerve endings, makes it a natural instrument of arousal. Its movements, soft, deliberate, or teasingly bold, can awaken a cascade of sensations that heighten arousal and deepen connection. Let's delve into the body's hotspots, those areas designed to be exquisitely responsive to touch. For women, regions like the inner thighs, the nape of the neck, and most prominently the clitoris are highly sensitive thanks to the concentration of nerve endings. These areas respond to the slightest pressure or movement, making them prime targets for the delicate dance of lips and tongue. The clitoris alone boasts over 8,000 nerve endings, more than any other part of the body, making it a focal point of pleasure. For men, the head of the penis, the perineum, and even areas like the ears or collarbones can offer similar levels of sensitivity. Understanding these zones isn't just a matter of science, it's a gateway to profound mutual satisfaction. But why does this level of intimacy feel so deeply rewarding? The answer lies in the body's chemistry. During acts of oral pleasure, the body releases a potent cocktail of hormones, oxytocin and dopamine being the stars of the show. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, fosters a sense of trust and bonding, enhancing emotional closeness between partners. Meanwhile, dopamine delivers a rush of euphoria, the same kind of high associated with rewards and satisfaction. This biological response doesn't just enhance physical pleasure, it solidifies the emotional foundation of a relationship. Beyond the emotional benefits, the act of oral intimacy also has tangible health advantages. For both participants, it can serve as a stress reliever, reducing cortisol levels and promoting relaxation. The increased heart rate and deep breathing associated with arousal improve circulation, delivering oxygen-rich blood throughout the body and creating a natural glow of vitality. Additionally, the release of endorphins acts as a natural painkiller, easing tension and leaving both partners with a lingering sense of well-being. To ground this science in reality, let's consider the story of Alex and Michelle, a couple navigating the ups and downs of a long-term relationship. Alex, initially hesitant about exploring this level of intimacy, found himself inspired to connect with Michelle on a deeper level. At first, I didn't see the appeal, Alex admitted, but when I saw how much it made Michelle feel valued and loved, it became less about me and more about us. Over time, Alex realized that the act wasn't just about physical pleasure. It was about mutual vulnerability and the unspoken language of affection. For Michelle, it was transformative. Knowing Alex was willing to go beyond his comfort zone for me made me feel cherished in a way I hadn't expected, she shared. Their story highlights an essential truth. The science of pleasure isn't confined to textbooks or research. It's alive in the shared moments, the sighs of contentment, and the quiet smiles exchanged afterward. Through this intimate act, Alex and Michelle rediscovered not just the joy of physical connection, but also the profound emotional intimacy that defines their relationship. As we explore this topic further, it's clear that understanding the science behind pleasure can empower couples to deepen their connection. By embracing the physiological and emotional benefits, you're not just engaging in an act of love, you're creating a shared experience that nurtures your relationship on every level. So, whether you're curious or experienced, remember that intimacy is much about the mind and heart as it is about the body. Let the science guide you, but let love lead the way. Intimacy is much more than a physical act. It is a profound interplay of trust, vulnerability, and emotional connection. In the realm of oral pleasure, this truth becomes even more evident. For many, engaging in such acts represents an ultimate gesture of trust, an unspoken agreement to explore the depths of each other's desires while honoring personal boundaries. Building this foundation of mutual consent and safety is crucial, as it ensures that both partners feel valued and respected in their intimacy. The concept of trust becomes particularly significant when addressing the reasons why some individuals might feel hesitant or self-conscious about engaging in this level of connection. For some, societal taboos and cultural conditioning create a barrier. From a young age, messages about what is appropriate or acceptable in the bedroom can instill a sense of shame or discomfort surrounding certain acts. For others, insecurities about their bodies, whether it's appearance, scent, or perceived imperfections, may lead to feelings of inadequacy. These emotions can make the idea of being so intimately vulnerable daunting. Yet, overcoming these hurdles can open the door to transformative experiences. At its core, this act of trust and giving often brings a deep sense of pride and fulfillment to men. For many, the ability to bring joy and comfort to their partner is empowering, reinforcing their role as a caring and attentive lover. It's not just about the physical act, but the unspoken acknowledgement of effort and intention. To make their partner feel cherished, desired, and confident is a reward in itself, fueling a cycle of mutual appreciation and intimacy. For women, learning to open up and embrace such gestures often stems from honest communication. Conversations that acknowledge insecurities while celebrating the shared journey of discovery can pave the way for acceptance and comfort. When a woman feels that her partner is genuinely invested in her pleasure and well-being, it becomes easier to let go of self-doubt and enjoy the moment. This kind of emotional security allows her to see these acts not as an obligation, but as a gift, something done with love and for love. Consider the story of Emma and Ryan, a couple who initially faced challenges in navigating this intimate terrain. Emma, like many women, found herself hesitant about exploring oral intimacy with her husband. "I was self-conscious about everything," she admitted. "I worried about how I looked, how I smelled, just everything." Ryan, on the other hand, was patient and understanding, never pressuring her, but always encouraging open dialogue. He reassured Emma with words and actions that his love and desire for her were unconditional. Ryan's approach was transformative. By creating a space where Emma felt safe to express her fears and insecurities, he helped her see herself through his eyes, as beautiful, desirable, and worthy of pleasure. Over time, Emma found herself more comfortable, not just with the act itself, but with her own body. "I realized that Ryan wasn't focused on the things I was so worried about. He was focused on me, on making me feel good, and showing me how much he cared," she shared. For Ryan, the experience was equally profound. Seeing Emma overcome her hesitation and embrace this newfound level of connection deepened his love and respect for her. It wasn't just about the act itself, he said. It was about what it represented: the trust, the vulnerability, the willingness to open up to each other completely. Emma's journey from insecurity to empowerment reflects a universal truth. Intimacy thrives on communication and understanding. When both partners are willing to address their fears and desires openly, they create a relationship built on a solid foundation of mutual trust and respect. This connection extends far beyond the bedroom. The confidence and closeness that stem from such acts often ripple into other areas of a relationship, strengthening emotional bonds and fostering a deeper sense of partnership. By approaching intimacy as an ongoing conversation rather than a fixed set of expectations, couples can continuously grow together, exploring new ways to express love and desire. Ultimately, the psychological and emotional aspects of oral intimacy underscore its significance as a deeply personal and relational act. It's not just about technique or physical pleasure. It's about building bridges of trust, celebrating each other's uniqueness, and creating a safe space where vulnerability becomes strength. Emma and Ryan's story is a reminder that every barrier can be overcome with patience, love, and understanding, and that true intimacy is as much about the heart as it is about the body. Intimacy has always been shaped by the lens of culture and society, and oral pleasure is no exception. For centuries, traditional beliefs and societal norms have dictated what is considered acceptable in the bedroom. These ingrained ideas have often cast acts like oral intimacy in a negative light, labeling them as improper or even unnatural. While these perceptions are beginning to shift in more progressive societies, the shadow of these taboos still lingers for many couples, creating unnecessary barriers to exploring the full spectrum of their connection. In many cultures, these beliefs stem from deeply rooted traditions and a lack of open conversations about sexuality. Oral intimacy, in particular, has been viewed as indulgent or excessively provocative, relegated to the realm of secrecy or shame. For women, the pressure to embody purity or modesty can make the idea of such acts feel incompatible with societal expectations. Similarly, men may struggle with their own insecurities, fearing that engaging in or requesting such intimacy might be seen as deviant or selfish. The issue is compounded by limited sexual education. For decades, discussions about sex have focused almost exclusively on reproduction, sidelining the equally important aspects of pleasure, connection, and mutual exploration. Without proper education, individuals often grow up with incomplete or biased views of what intimacy entails. This lack of knowledge perpetuates myths, leaving many to navigate their sexual relationships without the tools or understanding necessary for open and fulfilling communication. Beyond cultural norms, concerns about hygiene and body image often become significant barriers to embracing oral intimacy. For many individuals, the fear of being judged for their body's natural state, its scent, taste, or appearance, can create deep-seated anxieties. These fears are particularly common among women, who face societal pressures to maintain an idealized image of perfection. The thought of exposing themselves so vulnerably can feel overwhelming, leading to hesitation or outright rejection of this level of intimacy. On the other hand, men, too, may grapple with feelings of inadequacy. They may worry about their technique, their partner's level of enjoyment, or even whether the act itself aligns with their role as a masculine figure. Together, these insecurities create a minefield of doubts that can stifle exploration and limit intimacy. So how do couples navigate these obstacles and create a safe space to explore new dimensions of their relationship? The answer lies in honest and open communication. Discussing desires, fears, and boundaries is crucial to overcoming societal and personal barriers. Partners who feel heard and understood are more likely to engage in acts of intimacy without fear of judgment. Take the story of David and Lisa, a couple who faced cultural and personal reservations about oral intimacy. Lisa, raised in a conservative household, had internalized the belief that certain acts were inappropriate or even degrading. David, although more open-minded, was hesitant to broach the subject, fearing it might offend Lisa or strain their relationship. Through patient and loving conversations, David reassured Lisa that his desire for deeper intimacy was rooted not in selfishness, but in a genuine wish to connect with her on every level. He emphasized that her comfort and consent were his priority and encouraged her to voice any concerns or reservations. Lisa, in turn, shared her anxieties about hygiene and the fear of not meeting his expectations. Together, they developed a practical approach to address these fears. Lisa began by taking steps to feel more confident in her body, such as establishing a thorough hygiene routine that made her feel fresh and comfortable. David, on his part, expressed his admiration and desire for Lisa in ways that reinforced her sense of worth and beauty, helping to dismantle the insecurities that had held her back. Over time, Lisa found herself more willing to explore new levels of intimacy, discovering not only the physical pleasures but also the emotional closeness that came with it. For David, witnessing Lisa's growth and confidence was deeply rewarding. It wasn't just about trying something new, he reflected. It was about breaking down barriers together and finding a deeper connection. Their story illustrates a vital truth. Overcoming cultural and social barriers requires patience, empathy, and mutual effort. Practical steps, such as focusing on personal hygiene, using non-judgmental language, and prioritizing emotional safety, can make a world of difference. Moreover, seeking education, whether through books, reputable online resources, or even workshops, can provide valuable insights that dispel myths and promote a healthier understanding of intimacy. Ultimately, the key to navigating these challenges lies in reframing intimacy as a shared journey, rather than a series of expectations. By shifting the focus from societal norms to individual preferences and mutual consent, couples can redefine their relationship on their terms. The result is not just a richer sexual experience, but a partnership built on trust, respect, and unshakable connection. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. As time weaves its narrative on the human body, the landscape of intimacy evolves in profound ways. Aging brings with it changes that affect physical capabilities, hormone levels, and the ease of traditional sexual activity. But these changes don't diminish the need for connection or pleasure. They simply invite couples to explore new avenues for intimacy. Oral intimacy, in particular, emerges as a beautifully adaptive way to maintain closeness and passion, especially for older couples navigating the shifting terrain of their physical relationship. Bookmark, go back. One of the most common challenges faced by older individuals, particularly women, is vaginal dryness, a natural consequence of declining estrogen levels. This condition can make penetrative intercourse uncomfortable or even painful, leading some couples to avoid sexual activity altogether. Similarly, men may experience reduced stamina, erectile difficulties, or a general decrease in libido. While these changes can feel disheartening, they also present an opportunity to redefine what intimacy means within a relationship. Oral intimacy offers a gentle and fulfilling alternative that prioritizes pleasure without placing undue stress on the body. By focusing on external stimulation and mutual satisfaction, couples can rediscover the joys of physical connection without the physical strain that may accompany traditional intercourse. For women, oral pleasure can help counteract the discomfort associated with dryness by stimulating blood flow to the genital area, naturally enhancing lubrication and arousal. For men, the act itself can serve as a powerful confidence booster, reinforcing their ability to bring joy and satisfaction to their partner. Beyond the physical benefits, the emotional impact of exploring new forms of intimacy is transformative. For couples who have been together for decades, routines can sometimes dull the spark that once defined their relationship. Introducing fresh elements, such as oral intimacy, can reignite that passion, bringing novelty and excitement to their shared experiences. It's a way of saying, I still see you, desire you, and want to explore life's pleasures with you. Consider the story of Michael and Linda, a couple in their late 60s who found themselves at a crossroads in their intimate life. After years of navigating health challenges and the natural slowing down that comes with age, their bedroom had grown quiet. We weren't unhappy, Linda shared, but we were missing that spark, that sense of playfulness and connection we used to have. One evening, during a candid conversation sparked by a romantic anniversary dinner, Michael broached the idea of trying something new. He spoke with gentle honesty, emphasizing that his suggestion wasn't about dissatisfaction, but about finding ways to bring them closer. Linda, initially hesitant, appreciated his openness and decided to approach the idea with curiosity rather than fear. What followed was a journey of rediscovery. Through trial and error, humor, and plenty of communication, Michael and Linda learned to embrace oral intimacy as a way to reconnect physically and emotionally. It wasn't just about the act itself, Michael said. It was about learning to trust each other again, to laugh and feel alive in ways we hadn't in years. For Linda, the experience was liberating. It reminded me that my body is still capable of pleasure, even after all these years, she reflected. And more importantly, it reminded me of how deeply Michael cares about me, not just as his wife but as a woman. Their story underscores a universal truth. Intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. It thrives on willingness, adaptability, and a shared commitment to keeping the relationship vibrant. For older couples, oral intimacy can serve as a bridge between the challenges of aging and the enduring desire for connection, allowing them to savor the sensual pleasures of their bond in new and meaningful ways. As Michael and Linda discovered, embracing change doesn't mean letting go of the past. It means building on it. By remaining open to new experiences and finding creative ways to express their love, they not only enhanced their physical intimacy but also deepened their emotional connection. Their journey serves as a testament to the resilience of love and the endless possibilities for growth, no matter the stage of life. In the end, the secret to maintaining a fulfilling intimate relationship lies in curiosity, communication, and a willingness to evolve together. Oral intimacy is just one of many ways older couples can continue to celebrate their love, proving that passion knows no age and that intimacy can flourish even in life's later chapters. For any act of intimacy, preparation is key, not just in terms of technique, but also in creating a space where both partners feel comfortable, respected, and desired. Oral pleasure, with its deeply personal nature, requires a touch of thoughtful planning to ensure that the experience is as pleasurable as it is fulfilling. Let's explore some practical steps to help make this intimate act a source of connection and joy. The first step to a successful intimate experience is feeling confident in your own skin. This starts with good personal hygiene. Taking the time to clean yourself thoroughly ensures you feel fresh and ready to share this vulnerable moment with your partner. For women, using a mild, pH-balanced cleanser designed for intimate areas can help maintain the natural balance of the body while avoiding irritation. Men, too, should focus on cleanliness, particularly around sensitive areas like the foreskin, to prevent any discomfort or distractions during the act. Beyond cleanliness, consider the subtle enhancements that can elevate the experience. Lightly scented products, free of harsh chemicals, can provide a gentle fragrance that feels inviting rather than overpowering. The goal isn't to mask natural aromas, which are often arousing in themselves, but to enhance the feeling of freshness and readiness. The environment in which intimacy unfolds plays a significant role in how it is experienced. Choose a space where interruptions are unlikely. A locked bedroom door, soft lighting, and perhaps a hint of calming music can set the mood beautifully. Dimmed lights create a sense of intimacy, while music can help mask external noises and ease any initial awkwardness. Comfort is also essential. Clean, soft linens, and a room at a comfortable temperature ensure that neither partner is distracted by discomfort. The idea is to create a sanctuary where both of you feel at ease and completely immersed in each other. When it comes to oral intimacy, the tongue and lips are your most powerful tools. They possess an incredible range of movements that can elicit a variety of sensations. Start with slow, deliberate movements to build anticipation. Soft kisses and gentle licks along the inner thighs or other sensitive areas are a great way to begin, allowing your partner to relax into the experience. As you move to more sensitive zones, such as the clitoris or the head of the penis, pay attention to the rhythm and pressure. Some individuals respond to light, feathery touches, while others enjoy firmer, more consistent stimulation. Using your lips to create a suction-like sensation or gently flicking your tongue can amplify pleasure. Alternating techniques keep the experience dynamic and exciting, preventing any sense of monotony. Remember, communication is key. Your partner's verbal or nonverbal cues will guide you toward what feels best for them. Moans, body movements, or even whispered feedback can signal whether to intensify or soften your approach. This dynamic responsiveness not only enhances their pleasure, but also deepens your connection as a couple. While oral intimacy can be incredibly rewarding, it's essential to keep certain precautions in mind to ensure both partners feel safe and comfortable. If you or your partner have any cuts, sores, or other injuries in or around the mouth, it's best to wait until these have healed. Open wounds can increase the risk of infection, detracting from the joy of the moment. For those who use dental appliances such as braces or dentures, extra care should be taken. Sharp edges or improperly fitted devices can cause discomfort or accidental injury. Removing dentures, or being mindful of how dental appliances are used, can prevent mishaps and keep the experience smooth and enjoyable. One of the most overlooked aspects of oral intimacy is the importance of communication. Discussing boundaries, preferences, and even concerns beforehand can alleviate anxiety and ensure that both partners approach the experience with confidence and enthusiasm. Asking questions like, "Does this feel good?" or "Would you like me to try something different?" during the act reinforces the sense of mutual respect and attentiveness. For those trying oral intimacy for the first time, humor can be an invaluable ally. Laughing together about an awkward moment or celebrating small discoveries lightens the mood and strengthens your bond. The act of exploring each other is as much about emotional connection as it is about physical pleasure, and humor can bridge any initial nervousness. Ultimately, oral intimacy is about being present with your partner and celebrating the connection you share. By approaching it with an open mind, a willingness to learn, and a focus on mutual pleasure, you create an experience that is as emotionally fulfilling as it is physically satisfying. The journey toward mastering these techniques is one of discovery, trust, and growth. Whether you're taking your first steps into this realm or looking to deepen an already established bond, remember, the key to a fulfilling intimate experience lies in patience, practice, and above all, love. Intimacy is deeply personal, often influenced by individual insecurities, cultural norms, and life experiences. For many, stepping outside their comfort zone can feel daunting, but with the right approach, it can also lead to profound growth and connection. To illustrate this, let's delve into the story of Sarah, a 52-year-old woman, and her journey to reclaim confidence and deepen intimacy with her husband Mark. Sarah had always been self-conscious about her body. As she aged, these insecurities only grew stronger. She worried about how her appearance had changed, stretch marks, a few extra pounds, and the natural effects of time. While her husband Mark remained loving and supportive, Sarah found herself withdrawing from moments of physical intimacy. "I felt like I wasn't the woman he married anymore," Sarah admitted. "How could he still find me attractive when I struggled to look at myself in the mirror?" Mark, noticing Sarah's hesitation, gently brought up the idea of trying new ways to reconnect physically. One evening, over a glass of wine and soft candlelight, he expressed his desire not just to reignite their physical relationship but also to help Sarah see herself through his eyes. "You're beautiful to me, Sarah," he told her. "Not just because of how you look, but because of who you are and what we've shared over the years." His words sparked something in Sarah, an openness to explore and rebuild her confidence. Together, they took small steps toward rediscovering each other. For Sarah, it began with small acts of self-care. She started incorporating moments of mindfulness into her daily routine, focusing on the things she loved about her body and the strength it had carried through decades of life. Gradually, these practices helped her let go of her insecurities and approach intimacy with a renewed sense of curiosity. Through honest conversations and playful experimentation, Sarah and Mark explored new forms of connection, including oral intimacy. "At first, I was nervous," Sarah shared. "But Mark's patience and constant reassurance made all the difference. He wasn't just focused on the act itself, he was focused on me, on making me feel loved and cherished." For Sarah, the experience was transformative. It not only rekindled the physical passion in their relationship, but also strengthened their emotional bond. "I realized that intimacy isn't about perfection," she reflected. "It's about presence, trust, and the willingness to grow together. Sarah and Mark's story underscores a fundamental truth. Intimacy flourishes in an environment of trust and communication. To navigate this journey successfully, couples can benefit from the insights of experts who emphasize the importance of openness and mutual respect. According to Dr. Emily Hart, a therapist specializing in intimacy, the foundation of any fulfilling sexual relationship is communication. Partners need to feel safe expressing their desires, boundaries, and concerns. Start by creating a judgment-free space for dialogue. Ask open-ended questions like, "What makes you feel most loved?" Or, "How can we make our time together even more special?" These conversations deepen understanding and foster a sense of partnership. Intimacy, particularly oral pleasure, requires mutual agreement. Both partners must feel comfortable and willing to explore. If there's hesitation, approach it with patience. Dr. Hart advises, rushing only leads to discomfort or resentment. Take the time to build trust and allow your partner to warm up to new experiences. Start small. Begin with gentle touches and kisses to gauge comfort levels. Building anticipation through foreplay creates a relaxed and receptive atmosphere. Use positive reinforcement. Compliment your partner during the experience. Let them know what feels good and how much you're enjoying it. This boosts confidence and encourages deeper engagement. Focus on hygiene. Both partners should prioritize cleanliness to enhance comfort and eliminate potential distractions. Warm baths or showers together can serve as a sensual precursor to intimacy. Adapt techniques. Not all methods suit everyone. Experiment with different rhythms, pressures, and motions while observing your partner's responses. Communication during the act, whether verbal or through body language, helps tailor the experience to mutual satisfaction. If one partner struggles with body image issues or other insecurities, approach the situation with compassion. Dr. Hart emphasizes the importance of reassurance. A partner's confidence grows when they feel truly seen and appreciated for who they are, not just their physical appearance. Sarah and Mark's story is a testament to the transformative power of vulnerability and love. By leaning into discomfort and embracing new experiences, they not only rediscovered each other physically, but also strengthened their emotional connection. Their journey serves as a reminder that intimacy is not about achieving perfection, but about cultivating presence, patience, and a willingness to grow together. With the guidance of communication, consent, and expert insights, couples can unlock deeper levels of connection and pleasure. Remember, every step taken in love is a step toward greater understanding and fulfillment, one that celebrates the beauty of intimacy in its truest form. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this topic. Have any thoughts or personal experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our community for more empowering content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, embrace the journey with confidence.